I swear I need to be alone. I need to think. And honestly, I think I get my best ideas when I'm driving in the car because all I have to do is think for like 40 minutes. And I get my most creative ideas at that time because I have, again, nobody else's words coming in my ears, nobody else's opinions or anything. And you can also spend time doing activities that you enjoy by yourself, like reading a book, taking a bath, maybe going in the sauna, going to the gym. Like you can really just focus on yourself. And I think going into the summer, obviously you want to spend time with other people and you want to have a party summer. But from my experience, and this has happened to me many times, in the summers, I would go out every single weekend. And by the end of summer, like when August hits, I am a freaking wreck because I'm like, girl, slow down. You did not even take a minute to breathe for yourself. You did not spend time with yourself. You did not relax. You did not figure out what you liked and what you don't like. And I just feel so overwhelmed and drained by the end of it. So I think the fact that I'm uploading this, I think early June or late May, this summer, you can go into it maybe having this podcast in mind and just reminding yourself to spend time alone, maybe to try new hobbies, new activities, and just really nail down what you as a person like to do without anyone else. Another reason why I think spending time alone is super important and something that I've seen in myself just develop is my independence and self-reliance. I think when I was younger, I used to spend so much time with other people that I would just switch my brain off, honestly. Like if we were going on a trip or we were taking the bus or we were booking Ubers, I would never, ever be in charge. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would just go along with the team, do what they told me to do. Honestly, my dad would hold my phone. He would hold my passport. Even I'd go to parties and my boyfriend would hold my phone. I honestly had like no responsibilities. And ever since spending more time alone, I've realized that I need to look at my surroundings. I need to maybe check the time, check the buses, check the schedule, check where I want to go, check what times things open at, check what times things close at. Am I walking in the right area? Do I have the right directions? Etc. I feel like I really have become a lot more self-reliant, and I know that I can count on myself now because time after time it's proven to myself that I can do things alone, and you kind of diminish a lot of fears. Like for example, maybe before I used to be scared of driving alone far distances, or I was scared of driving in the dark, and now I know that I can do it, so I've overcome those fears. And not only that, but I've become a lot more confident. I know that I can handle being on my own. I know that I enjoy my own company, so anyone else that comes to disturb my peace is not welcomed because I know that first and foremost, I have myself, I have my own back, and I like myself as a friend. So overall, I think spending time alone has helped me a lot with my sense of self. I think that I really know what qualities I have, what my morals are, and I feel like I spend a lot of time almost talking to myself. And say after a situation happens when I'm with other people, I can go home, spend time alone, and reflect on that situation, see how that aligns with my values, see if I agree with what happened, have that time to recoup, regenerate, make myself feel good again, and just truly focus on myself with no distractions and nobody getting in the way of that. Honestly, the times that I have spent alone have been the times where I've probably been my most fit, my most healthy, my most on the work grind, and I've just been super productive. I feel like sometimes when I steer a little bit too into the social bubble, I get distracted and I don't focus on what I have to do. And again, maybe if you're in a social era, you're in a little summer carefree time, then that's okay. But if you are self-employed, or you have a job that goes all year round, or you have a job that requires you to be on your toes and to take things into your own hands and maybe take care of your health or take care of your diet or whatever it may be, I feel like it's really important to know that you can rely on yourself and that you can spend time with yourself. I also think that spending time alone is something that you can become better at. Like when you first start doing it, you may feel kind of awkward or bored, but the more you do it, the more you start to enjoy it. Also, another point that I feel like I've said before, but when you are spending time alone, you can truly have your own emotion and sit with it. Like a lot of times you may feel really excited about a situation, and maybe you're in a group of people where the other people are bringing the mood down and they're like super unexcited, and you kind of have to tone down your excitement to make them feel comfortable, which you shouldn't have to do, but sometimes that's the case. Whereas when you're by yourself, you can feel that emotion that you're at 100%. Or maybe you go to a restaurant and you are obsessed with the food and like the person you're with hates the food, and then it kind of taints your image of it because you're just like, okay, well, it's kind of hard to enjoy it when you're complaining over there. So situations like that, I feel like when you're by yourself, you can enjoy the situation at whatever emotion you have 100%, and no one else can bring your mood down, change the vibe, maybe change how you're feeling, or make you feel like you shouldn't be as excited or as happy as you are. So anyways, I want to go into talking about a whole bunch of ways that I think that you can spend time alone this summer, starting by how you can spend time alone in your own house. We're gonna kind of go through this in a list, but you guys can refer to this episode whenever you want ideas on what to do or you're bored. And I'm going to tell you guys some of my personal stories going through these ideas and tell you times that I've done these things and how I've made them really good. So the first one is to cook or to bake a Pinterest recipe while listening to music. You could be making the Gigi Hadid pasta with a glass of wine